number 4, we're going to evaluate the function at 3 different parts. F of 4, f of x minus 1, and f of negative x. And this is the function they give us. Okay, so for A here, for f of 4, the only thing that's changed is this x has now become a 4. So anywhere there's an x, we're going to replace that with a 4. So this will be 2 times 4, because that's 2 times x, plus 7. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. So f of 4 is equal to 15. Now to find f of x minus 1, this one's a little bit different because we're going to have to plug in x minus 1 wherever there's an x. So now x minus 1 is what's inside, so that has to go where there's an x. So this is going to be 2 times x minus 1. We need to make sure we multiply it by all of it, so put it in parentheses. And then we still have the plus 7 on the end. Now we need to simplify, so we'll distribute the 2. 2 times x, 2 times negative 1, so we'll get 2x minus 2 plus 7. And then we can combine like terms here. The negative 2 and the positive 7 will combine to be 5, so that'll be 2x plus 5. So that's the answer here for that one. For f of negative x, we will do the same thing. Plug in negative x wherever there's an x. So now we'll have 2 times negative x plus 7. 2 times negative x is just negative 2x. That's what negative 2 times x means, is negative 2 times x plus 7. And that's what this simplifies down to. You can't combine any more like terms, so that's as far as this one goes. So now let's do number 5. So first we'll start with g of negative 1. So anywhere there's an x here, we will replace it with negative 1. So here's an x and here's an x. So g of negative 1 will be 2. The negative 1 will be squared, so to make sure you square it, be sure you put it in parentheses. The 2 is not squared, it's just the x that's being squared. Minus 5 times x, so x is, we're replacing it with negative 1. So it'll be 5 times negative 1, and then plus 3. We can do this on our calculator or do it in our head. Negative 1 squared will be negative 1 times negative 1, which will be positive 1. So 2 times 1. Negative 5 times negative 1 will be positive 5. Still have the plus 3 on the end. 2 times 1 is 2, so we'll have 2 plus 5 plus 3, which will be 10. So that's the answer for A. Now for B, g of x plus 2, now we need to replace all the x's with x plus 2. So this one will be 2 times x plus 2, again, just the x plus 2 is squared, minus 5 times x plus 2, and then plus 3. Now here, you might remember to distribute this, so that will be good. Negative 5 times x and negative 5 times 2. So that'll leave us with negative 5x minus 10 plus 3. And here we need to remember that squaring something is multiplying by itself. So we'll have 2 times x plus 2 times x plus 2. We don't square the 2 because it's not being squared. It was just the x. Just this part is being squared, not the 2. Now here we have to do some distributing too. We need to do the x times the x and the x times the 2. We'll worry about the 2 at the end. So we'll do this distributing first. You could distribute the 2 first if you want, but it's only going to go to one of them. So we'll do x times x. That will give us x squared. Then we'll do x times 2. That'll give us 2x. Then we'll do 2x. 2 times x, which will give us another 2x. And 2 times 2, which will give us 4. And that's all being multiplied by this 2 that was in front. So now we'll have to deal with that too. But let's bring down this other stuff that we had. So now we'll multiply the 2 by everything. So it'll be 2x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 8. And then we still have our minus 5x minus 10 plus 3. And now we can combine like terms. So the 2x squared, there's no other 2x squared term, so it will just be by itself. We have 1, 2, 3 x terms. Those need to combine. 4 plus 4 minus 5. We're just combining them as they are, so that'll be 8 minus 5 will be just 3, positive 3x. And then we have to combine our constants, so we'll have 8, negative 10, and 3. So 8 plus negative 10, that'll be negative 2, plus 3 will be negative 1. So this is our answer here, 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. And then lastly over here, we'll do this one. Might be hard to read, it was g of negative x. So now we're going to plug negative x in wherever there's an x. So that'll be 2 times negative x squared minus 5 times negative x plus 3. Sorry, I'm trying to move this so you can see it. There we go. Okay, so now negative x squared will be negative x times negative x. Negative 5 times negative x will be positive 5x. Negative x times negative x will be positive x squared, so this will be 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. So this is our answer for that one. All right, that's it. Now you can try the practice ones below and check your answers.